Hi Book Besties, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are seeing my face for the first time, hi, my name is Maya and I like to talk about books here on the internet. Ready to get this thing going? A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 bookish worlds, 7 holiday questions, 6 bookish gift ideas, 5 golden reads, 4 mediocre reads, 3 fall reads, 2 TBR games, and a very late reading wrap-up. I am giving you guys 8 bookish worlds that I would personally love to live in, be a part of, mostly for the sake of either the world themselves or the characters, but I kind of kept in mind the theme of the season, and these are places that I genuinely would want to spend Christmas in. I have a few very specific scenes in my head that I will express as I list them. And some are just honestly because I just think it would look beautiful. The first world that I would like to just immerse myself in the Christmas season would be in the world of Truly Devious, specifically Ellingham Academy. I think it would be creepily charming. I could see it being the winter months, dark, gloomy, in a forest, in a school on the top of a mountain. I think it would be creepily beautiful to see the snowflakes coming down, having a moment of silence, enjoying a good cup of coffee. Okay, probably with the, I think maple is the flavor that was constantly there, that they're just like, you could take it or leave it for certain things. And just sit and enjoy the ambiance. It's just a nice silent moment on a stoop with a nice hot beverage, looking at a ginormous rotunda of historical architecture from the richest person alive at the time, and just his vision for creatives. I think that would be so cool. And the fact is, the like literal, okay, not rotunda, but like the literal, that might be the right word, the literal circle pavilion, not pavilion, the circular area having all of the different houses in their own type of architectural styles, just seeing that in a winter setting, I don't know, I feel like that would be really fun because you would be isolated, it would be silent, it would just be a nice, creepy, like little vibe. I don't know. And especially because it's that world, like I would be hanging with Nate, Stevie, Janelle, Vi, like all of y'all, or V, I'm sorry, not Vi. We would all just be hanging out and probably not even be talking. V and Janelle would be talking. Stevie would be doing her like mystery thing. Nate and I would like just stink and chill on a porch step, and we'd just be having the time of our lives, not talking to anybody and being introverts. Not talking to anybody and being introverts. There we go. So that would be one of the worlds. Then number 2, I would want to be in the world of Harry Potter because of so many different locations, but namely the first one would be Hogwarts in the Great Hall at Christmas time. You know, they had those trees up, those lights, the snow coming down from the ceiling, or what looked to be snow coming down from the ceiling, great food prepared by the house elves, and just good friends all around you. Like I would be in heaven, honestly. And then another place that I thought of that's a little bit more on the creepier side, but I mean, I'm into horror, mystery, thriller, murder. So in books, not in real life, I would want to go to the Shrieking Shack because I feel like that's a different type of vibe in the winter, because then you also have to go through Hogsmeade. So like Hogsmeade in the wintertime would be so cool. I think that would be great. And it's just kind of a less populated vibe than Diagon Alley, which is why I would probably go there instead of Diagon Alley. Just for that reason alone. And then the top pick for me, the top pick would be Christmas at the Weasleys. get me my sweater, get me my butterbeer. Let's just all congregate in the little living room. I think it would just be so cute. And then of course the snow all around. Like it would just be a vibe. And I would love that. So that is the second world. The third world, I said The Hobbit, because I have not read The Lord of the Rings. But honestly, also because the one place that I would want to go in the wintertime, although I will say all of the places are gorgeous. Gorgeous. I would want to go to the Shire. I would want to be in a nice warm little hobbit hole with a window looking out at the snow falling down, and I would go help, like Bilbo in the kitchen, prepare like all of the different meals. You would have nice warm food, good company, good talking. There's no threat of danger anywhere, and you just get all of the comfy cozy vibes. I feel like that is where I would want to be. Next up, our fourth location would be in the world of Wicked. And I chose this specifically because, one, I would love to see any type of environment in Oz. I think that would just be so funny. And I say funny because I can only imagine what weird weather temps would look like there, because it seems like it's always sunny, it's always like clear, there's never a gray cloud in the sky. Like, what is going on? Like, in the sense of like the old movie, not in the newer versions, because clearly there's like bad weather and stuff and whatever, but it doesn't even really seem to affect the building, so I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I would want to go to Oz just to see if it even has a wintry vibe at all. But then two, I would want to go to Shiz. Like, for the actual Wicked book, I would want to go to Shiz in the winter, because I feel like it would be so fun, and maybe even like kind of cute to see like snow all around, to have your friends, you're out of class but you're in your own dorms, there's less population because some students are going home for winter with their families and stuff, you're waiting for your ride, so you're spending the last couple of days with your friends just hanging out, chilling, going into the town that's right next to it. I just think that would be a vibe. That would be a vibe for sure. Then I would want to be in the world of Rewitched. I just recently read this book. I just think it had such a vibe for a bookstore for Halloween. Now granted, it was Halloween, so I don't know, maybe the Christmas vibes would be a little bit different because, she do be a witch, she do know her own season. We're not being biased here, right? But I think it would be very interesting because of her powers and her abilities, but also her creativity, her being the main character that we follow, our FMC. Oh, also her name is Bella. I think she would do very well for Christmas, and I would love to see a cute, cozy bookshop decorated for Christmas. Also, I heard at the very end they got like a whole new menu together, and so there's a little cafe alongside of like the cozy bookstore, and it's just such a vibe. It would be so much fun. And then afterwards, after hours and stuff, because of course I would be friends with the FMC and her best friend, we would go to their house and you would see all of the eclectic witchy stuff that's like, thrown haphazardly into the top part of the place, and then at the bottom part of the place they would have all of just like the mess and the homey vibe. I just feel like it would just be such a vibe. And then for number 6, I wanted to go to the world of Narnia, because as y'all know, it's just basically winter for like 90% of the movie. Well, 80%. 80% of the movie, it's all winter anyway. You get Saint Nick, you get the evil white witch, you get a lot of different types of vibes of Christmas. So, well, the white witch isn't Christmas, so let's be very clear on that. But you get the different vibes. You get the eerie, deadly types of vibes, and then you get the comfy cozy. Oh my goodness, the fawns would be playing on their little pipes, you'd be dancing around the fire, you'd have nice warm cocoa from the beavers. I think it would just be a great time, and I would be sitting and chatting with the fox. Yes, absolutely, because I want to hear all of your stories, sir. Like, where did you come from? Where were you going? What's going on? Like, I want to know your story. And also the centaurs. Yes, bless. It's just a magical world. Would love to see it. Also, I'm literally thinking of like pre-castle. Can you imagine what that castle do be looking like in the winter? Caramel in the winter? Say less. Alrighty. Then in spot number 7, and again, in no particular order of favorites, but in spot number 7, I decided the world of Nevermore, because we actually did kind of get that. And it was like the Weasley house on steroids, like that vibe. It was not a Christmas at Hogwarts situation. It was definitely just like a very crazy place filled with magic and fun and family and people. Definitely different architecturally, but the vibes are there. And so I would really like that type of vibe, and I would love to see the hotel that is there. I'm definitely know I'm going to mispronounce the name, so I'm not even going to try. I would love to see the hotel that's there. I want to see that decorated for the winter. It was kind of, and we kind of got immersed into that just a tiny little bit, but it wasn't a part of the plot too much, and it wasn't really focused on heavily. So I would like to get like a snapshot of that and then make it a full-on story. You know, take the snapshot, make it a story. That's kind of the vibes we're going for with that. But I think that would be just so much fun, because there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on in this world. It's not your cozy magic, it's your almost akin to Wonderland magic. You know, it's not bad, but it's chaotic, it's unexpected, it has really no rhyme or reason to it until you tell it what to do. So yeah, I think that would be so cool. Oh, well, now that I think about that. Alice in Wonderland might be an interesting Christmas time, but I didn't put that there. In the last and final spot, but definitely not the least, I put the world of Heartstopper, because it just is such a vibe. The people in it are such a vibe. So I would want all of the friends there, and we do kind of also get a Christmas scene, maybe? We do, actually, yes, in book 1, I think. I actually have some type of memory. We love it. Okay, cool. Christmas miracles. And I feel like it would be one of those types of Christmases, if you sit back for a second, close your eyes, just imagine with me, right? Just a regular, standard living room. The boys over there setting up the tree, potentially, maybe almost accidentally impaling themselves with a branch. And by impaling, I just mean getting poked all over the place unnecessarily. Then all us girlies are sitting on the couch going through the ornaments. We're all talking to each other about our different types of ornaments. We're all laughing at each other and kind of like lightly teasing each other about like our artwork when we were 3, 4, 5, 10, I don't know. And we're all putting that on the tree. We're all getting the lights together and stuff. And then, you know, mom walks in with a plate of cookies, is like, here's a snack right before dinner, here's your milk. Also, be careful and please vacuum up all of the excess leaves that come off of the tree in your endeavor to try and put it up. You know, I'm like getting those vibes, and it's kind of like, even though it's so realistic, I kind of like that. I like that in this world, and I also really like that in the book, and I think it gives it that much more of a pure type of vibe for that. That was my list of the bookish worlds that I would love to enter in. I'm sure in post and after I literally upload this, I'm gonna be like, oh, but this world, oh, but that world, and all for these various different reasons. You know, I can always talk about other worlds as well, and I could make its own separate video for the winter season and be like, this is where I would want to be when snow is falling, basically. So if you guys want to see that video, if that video will even exist in my head, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me also know in the comment section what worlds you would like to immerse yourselves in and why, and specifically for the Christmas season. I know we have all of our different worlds, but thinking of the holidays and the holiday spirit, and endeavoring to keep that, what bookish worlds would you yourself want to dive into as well? And you don't have to limit yourselves to 8, and you don't have to get yourself to 8. If there's one, there's one. Amazing. And if you guys have gotten this far in the video, I don't typically do this, but there are occasions where I do. If you guys have made it this far in the video, get a little Christmas tree or a little Christmas present, one of the two, because I don't know if a Christmas tree is available yet on the emoticons. I don't know. Sometimes it do be there, sometimes it don't be for me. I don't know. If you guys also have any tech advice for me on that, please do let me know. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch it. I will have linked down below all of my social medias. That'll be my lifestyle channel, because I do have that, and I'm doing Vlogmas literally from December 1st to the 24th, alongside of this 12 days of Bookmas that is going from the 12th to the 24th. I don't know why I thought 7th. My bad. Maybe Bookmas Day 7. I don't know. And I will have my Instagram, my Bookstagram, my TikTok that kind of doubles as both at the moment until I get myself together, and any other social medias that I may be thinking of but don't know which platforms I promote on what. And that is everything. So, as always, thank you guys so much for being the absolute best bookish bestie that ever was, is, or ever will be. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!